Malen Luke took over as the head coach of the Golden Eagle football program in 1994. By 1996, the team were regional champions and made it to the NCAA Division II semifinals. The 1996 Regional Coach of the Year and a two-time PSAC-West Coach of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Malen Luke. Coach, your team had success in your first couple of years at the helm, but obviously nothing like the success you had in that 1996 season. When did you first get the inkling that that year was going to be more than just another year, it was going to be a special one?
Well, the kids we had in the program, we had great leadership inside the locker room. The kids actually, I thought, loved one another, got along with one another very well. And as a coaching staff, you sit back and you just know when you have a team, sometimes you have a football team as a bunch of individuals. We just happened to have a football team that was a football team. And obviously, they did very well that year.
What do you think set that team apart?
That's what I said before. It's the kids, the players, anybody that's coached, coaches are a dime a dozen. It's those kids that make the difference. And again, we just had a special group of kids, a lot of leaders. In fact, you even mentioned some of them tonight. They're already in the Hall of Fame. Chris Weibel, Steve Witte, Alvin was on that team. It was just a good football team with a lot of great kids.
Well, let's talk about another person that's here. There's an old saying that begins, "Success has many fathers." So who gets the credit for deciding that Reggie Wells was going to play on the offensive line?
Well, I'm the head coach.
Right? I guess it's you.
Okay. No, there's a story behind that. That particular year, Reggie, when we recruited Reggie, and this is how stupid we were, but we were going to make him a defensive tackle. And we had talked about, we got through part of the season, we were going to redshirt him, and we were hoping to get through the year without having to play him. Well, we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. And first of all, let me back up and say, my daughter, Quinn, that was her favorite player. And we were sitting at home one time, and I was complaining to the family about, oh, we have this injury, that injury, I don't want. My daughter looks at me and she says, "Dad, why don't you play Reggie?" And no, that's not how it happened, but again, here's my daughter telling me, you got a great football player and you're not playing him, so what's going on here? So I have to give her the credit for that.
You've obviously spent many, many years in the coaching profession, and you've had maybe the chance to reflect on some of the things you've accomplished. When you look back at Malen Luke, the football coach, what do you think is your most cherished memory, your most cherished reflection?
Well, I've been blessed. When I graduated from college, I was a math teacher and a football coach, and for the last 45 years, I've coached football every year. So I've been very blessed to be able to follow my passion and make it my work. And when I look back, it's just the kids that I've been honored and been so lucky and blessed to be able to coach down through the years. That's probably the thing I like, or probably reflect on the most, is how fortunate I am to be able to work with those kids.
And one of the other things that you've had in your career is you've had the opportunity to coach your son, and you've had the opportunity to coach with your son. What's that been like?
Well, I don't know, he may not admit to it, but I had a lot of fun coaching him. And now I'm coaching at Washburn, and he's a defensive coordinator, so he's my boss. And you know what side of the argument my wife is going to take, so I just do what I'm told now. I just, So as somebody told me tonight, payback, you know what we say about payback, so. But no, I'm very blessed, and I feel very fortunate to be able to have accomplished both of those things, to coach him and now coach with him. And He's a good football coach, and I'm learning some things from him. So I'm very proud of him.
Coach, is there anybody else you would like to thank or acknowledge here?
Well, yeah, obviously, want to thank the committee for bestowing this honor on me. I don't know whether it's deserved or not, but I'm very humbled and very appreciative of it. I'd like to thank Bob Carlson and Diane Reinhardt, who gave me the opportunity to come to Clarion. I started my career at Edinboro, and when I was at Edinboro, Clarion was always the premier program, which Coach Jacks and Coach Sobolewski had created a great tradition here. So I felt very honored to be able to come here. I've got to thank my coaches. I've been blessed to have a lot of coaches work with me. A lot of them have gone on to be head coaches, coaching at the professional level. And obviously the players, got a few of them sitting out here. I wouldn't be up here if it wasn't for them. And then the friends that my wife and my family were able to make here in the community. Some of them are sitting over there. Obviously, a lot of people don't know this, but Rich Herman really had my back the whole time I was here. He was, anytime there was something come up, Rich would always be there. And so, Rich, I just publicly want to thank you for everything you did for me. And then also my family. My family's here, and my parents, my sister. And like I said, I've been blessed to coach for 45 years, so that's a lot of moving. Your wife changes jobs a lot. And you people that know me, you know who the real head coach really was. But I want to publicly thank her for all the support, and my son and my daughter for putting up with what I've done for the last 45 years. So everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Malen Luke.